Hello, it's Elaine from Penguin Place. I was thinking this week as I'm preparing for the craft show, going through all the things that I need to have ready for the show. And you know that old joke, like, how many church secretaries does it take to change a light bulb? The answer to that one is just one, because church secretaries get stuff done. My question was, how many spreadsheets does it take for me to do a craft show? And I want to find out the answer to that. I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I may be wrong. I may find some more that I use for a craft show. The first spreadsheet that I use so much. I've done 100-something craft shows. Let's see. I did bring out readers today because I knew I'd be reading small print. Okay. I have done 114 craft shows. So my list of things to take to the craft show, these glasses are really picking up the ring light. Ooh. I've laminated this list so that I don't have to print it out each time. I can just check it off, then wipe it off. I want to have my business cards, my cash box, or for some shows I use a cash apron. My cell phone, because I need that for Venmo and credit card orders. My clipboard. I have my handy dandy clipboard that I put all my spreadsheets on. Cough drops. Just have a few in there just in case you get that tickle. My craft bag, because I'm always doing stuff between customers. Customer bags. Hand lotion. I just have the hand lotion in my setup bag in case my hands get dry during the day. My inventory list. A list of upcoming shows. I don't have one of these ready right now, but for my first fall craft show, I like to have a list that says, okay, this is where I'm going to be each Saturday. So if somebody wants to come back to another show and pick something up, they've got the list. Lunch, my lunch bag with the snacks. A map of where I'm going to. Mints, because after I eat my lunch, I'm probably going to need a mint. A mirror. If you have hats or something to sell, you should have a mirror so that the customer can see what they look like. Pen and marker. Price tags. My sales overall spreadsheet. Scissors. Scrap paper, in case I need to write myself notes of what I'm going to be doing for future sales. My sign, I have a banner that I put on my table and the clips to put on. Square reader. My stevia, that's for shows that give free coffee. I like to have it sweetened with stevia. My table, the table cover, Scotch tape in case I put a little sign on the table and it keeps falling off to secure the sign. Tissues, trash bag, my wallet, because a lot of times I'll stop someplace on the way home, and my water bottle. For outdoor shows, I also have to have my chair, sunscreen, some wipes, and in particular for the Street Fest, I give out a free bottle of water with a $10 purchase, and I want now to have a bottle drying towel, just a towel I can hang over the cooler, so when I take a bottle out of the ice water and it's dripping, I can dry that off. So maybe that'll help you out. Maybe there's something there that you don't think to take to your shows. Have that on. And I have a blank sheet to write in the purchases as they come. I mark down the time, and then I'll write down the item. It'll be something like blue axolotl, like blue baby axolotl, or Goldie the dachshund. Wouldn't that be nice? I just finished her on, was it on Monday? So it'd be nice if she sold. So I write in the item. I write in the price of that item, the total, like a running total of how much I've sold at the store, craft show. Etsy, I check that off if the item was listed on Etsy. Once I go into my Etsy account and mark that as no longer available. Inventory, that's just a place to put a check mark once I go into my inventory list and cross that item off that it's sold, and net the total that I've sold minus the price of the table, because the records that I keep are listed by net sales. And then along the side here, I have some goals. Like for this show, the table was $45. So the first goal is to break even at $45. Then I have to have $169 in sales to beat my worst show of 2023. I have to make $221.50 to become the best show of 2023, $349.25 to move into the top 10 of shows, and this one isn't right anymore, but $410 to get my account out of the red. I did have an Etsy pattern sale today for $1.99, so that should be $408. So we'll see. We'll see how this show goes. Another spreadsheet that I take to the shows with me is a list of all of the shows that I've done so far this year. And this list has the date of the show, the number of items sold, the number of minis, that's my box that has all sorts of stuff. That's $8 or 2 for $15. Gross sales, net sales, and then I've broken down sales under $5, 5 to 8, 9 to 12, 13 to 19, and $20 plus. So I can quickly look and say, oh, wow, I'm up to 25 items sold. That's the most items I've sold at any craft show yet this. Or, okay, I've sold 17 items. I'm tied with West Seneca. Okay, so we got that one. We got that one. My friend Joanna always gets a kick out of this one. I have a spreadsheet that is every craft show I have done so far. 114 of them. And it is rated for net sales, going from last year's Street Fest, which was my best show ever, down to the 2 shows for which I paid $40 and did not have a single sale. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 sales out of the 114 that I've done that were negative net. I didn't make my table back. There were 3 shows where I broke exactly even. 2 shows under 10. So, yeah. My friend Joanna will look at me from time to time and say, so, where are we at now? And I can look at my net sales and say, okay, $54 in net sales. Ooh, I'm at place 58 of 114. I'm pretty much tied with the Depew show from March of 2016. I can just tell her at any time like that. And then the last spreadsheet that I take to shows, this is the biggest one, is my inventory. I have this in a notebook because it's 3-hole punched to make it a little easier to flip through and find stuff, because there are 544 entries in this spreadsheet. It has a category, like the first category is axolotl, and then baby stuff, bags and baskets. There's like cats, dogs, gloves, headbands, dinosaurs, lizards, turtles, mermaids, so various categories. And then a quick description like axolotl, baby blue, the price, whether it's on Etsy or not, the date that it was done, and I'm trying to get, sometime this year, I want to do a complete inventory, just tear everything out of the boxes and make sure that my physical inventory lines up with my spreadsheet. So I've got a space there for that, but I never completed that project. So once I sell something, I have to go through and cross it off on this sheet so that when I get home, I can update my inventory and have everything accurate. I think one of the reasons why I have so much stuff in inventory is I'm a sucker for trying to win stuff. There were a couple of years where I would enter every free crochet along that came along. And some of the stuff that I made is sort of hard to move. Like, I know that if I make a gecko or a dinosaur, it's going to sell pretty quick. Because geckos, dinosaurs, axolotls, mushroom, you find things that really sell well for you. But with crochet alongs, you never knew quite what you're going to make. So I've got some stuff. Like I've got this guy, Luna the space dog, and he's big. I think the designers make these things with very thin yarn and a very small hook, and I'm drowning in worsted weight yarn, so I always make them in worsted weight yarn. This guy's over 2 foot tall, and put a lot of work into him, so he's a higher price point. He also takes up a lot of room in a box or on the table, so he hasn't been to many craft shows. He is in my Etsy shop, where he has been probably for a year or more, and I have a lot of stuff like this. I did go through, that was the space crochet along that I did. I also made a little rocket ship. She's got a price tag on her. She's gone to some shows, but some of these things are very specialized, and I need to stick to the stuff that sells so that I can get my inventory down. I also have such a wide variety of stuff. When I started out, I did a lot of hats. So I have a whole box of hats, but I don't display them very often. I have shawls, because for a while, when my mother was in assisted living, I did a craft show at the Assisted Living Center for Mother's Day, and then another one for Christmas. It was free table. And the director there said, "Oh, make shawls. If you make shawls, they are going to sell so quickly." So I made a bunch of shawls. I haven't sold any of them. So over the years, I've had so many people say, "Oh, you should make this," like monster pants. I knit a pair of monster pants, those cute pants that have a face on the bottom. So when baby's toddling around, you see a little monster on their bottom. Let's use a polite term. I made them. It took a lot of work. I priced them at $35, which was probably a steal considering how much time I put into them. Nobody wants to pay $35 for a pair of kids' pants. So I have just a lot of stuff that who knows when they'll ever sell. It takes up a lot of space, and I'm hoping to focus more on the stuff that sells and really eventually chip away at the inventory. That's why I'm so glad when I'm at a craft show or something and a toy that I made 3 or 4 years ago sells. It's like, yes, it's out of inventory. So those are my spreadsheets. I hope that was a little bit helpful. It's sort of a weird video. I like Excel. I like making spreadsheets. I usually do my shopping lists. If I have a long shopping list, I'll pull up Excel and do category and what I need and type it like produce, bananas, produce, grapes, produce, strawberries, dairy, milk, dairy, eggs, dairy, sliced cheese. So then I can go in and sort it by category and have all the items together. I guess that's what you get after like 20 years on the job as a secretary. So I think my next video will probably be a wrap-up video for the craft show, letting you know how I did. It's going to be a very early morning on Saturday. I have to be out of the house by 7 a.m. So, but then the show is only 9 to 2. Okay, I can be home early, except I have never been to a Trader Joe's. And I found out that there's a Trader Joe's 3.3 miles from where I'm at this craft show. So I want to go to Trader Joe's. I'm gluten-free, and I have a kombucha every morning. And I'm thinking, they're probably going to have gluten-free stuff that I've never seen at other stores, and they're probably going to have flavors of kombucha that I've never seen at other stores. So I want to go check out the goodies. And then I'm leaving at 7 in the morning. I will take the thruway to get to this place, but coming back like 2:30, 3 o'clock, the thruway might be sort of hectic. So I will just stick to the back roads and come home the back roads the way that I know. I said to my husband, if I can get to Maple Road or Sheridan Drive, I'm good. I can get home. And I think I'm only going to be a few miles off from those two main highways. So, yep, a couple days before a craft show. Ask me, Joanna, am I ready? The answer is no. Friday night I'll get the car packed. So, okay, I think I hear the timer saying that I need to go work on dinner. Bye-bye.